driving in, I've gone past, I think it's 4 churches in the space of about a quarter of a mile. There's too many churches and not enough libraries. And if you're religious, fine, not a problem with that. It shouldn't impinge on my life, but you know, you knock yourself out with that. What I mean though is, there's too many places where you are told what to do and what to think, and not enough places where you are encouraged to think for yourself. This is going to have an impact on us in years to come. Religion's dropping off anyway as people get more and more annoyed with it and start to question things. You shouldn't have blind obedience to anything. We're also going to miss out because libraries, I remember going to Garston Library when I was revising for my GCSEs. There was no internet back then as we know it, or not as readily available as it is now. You couldn't just go on your phone and get an answer to something. You had to go to a library, go through the Encyclopedia Britannica and try and find the answers. And it might sound archaic, but it was better. You learn that way, you learn things. It was a better environment. The lovely, quiet, gorgeous building as well, Garston Library. There was an atmosphere of learning within there. Again, you don't get that if you just sat on your phone rolling, listening to music, or there's people arguing in the background and wherever you're watching Neighbours. Not the same. It's going to come back and bite us on the arse. Stop getting rid of places of learning, and not just places of learning, places where people can learn. Yes, I know it sounds weird then, but it's not necessarily a library or a place of learning where young bands can go and practice, where they can go and play gigs and learn their stagecraft and what have you. Does that make sense? There's places of learning like libraries and schools, but there's also places of learning. Pubs, clubs, little live music venues. Used to be things like adventure playgrounds. Again, Garston had Garston Adventure Playground, or the Gap, or the Venny, whatever it was called back then, whichever one. You used to be able to call it. You used to be able to call it both. You'd learn things there as well. Stuff that was readily available to us now no longer is. And you have to wait until you're in a middle management position in some shitty little firm to end up going to the Lake District on an outward bound course or something. Team building. We used to get that all the time, whenever you felt like it. Just walk down to the Venny. Learn by doing. We are missing out on that. Well, I'm not. I was lucky. We had all that. Kids nowadays, there's nothing. Doesn't appear to be any appetite from the adults as well to make things for them. And I always reference, if you go back to watch Freddie Flintoff's Field of Dreams, where he takes a load of young lads from Preston who've never played cricket before and introduces them to the game and tries to get them off the streets and try and improve their life. He gives them an opportunity. Not everyone took it. Not everyone bought into it 100%, but those that did have genuinely grown. If you watch both series, the difference between series 1 and series 2 is amazing. These young lads, someone took a bit of time and effort and invested in them as people, and definitely improved them, and I think improved his hometown of Preston. Give people an idea that You're not left on the scrap heap at 15, 16. But you've got to invest in these kids. Definitely. Otherwise, what are they going to do? Hang around on street corners, doing things they shouldn't do, being an annoyance to society, and then start moaning about it, stand up in Parliament and start moaning about how bad the youth are. But you've just ripped everything out, haven't you? You've ripped every last little safety net that they had away from them. There's no dentist, there's no bloody doctors to go to, there's nothing. There's no entertainment for them, no safe spaces, there's no youth clubs, there's nothing like that anymore. And I know it's old man yells at cloud kind of thing, but as I say, when I was growing up, back in the 80s, the mid-80s, there was the Centre Pocket in Garston, which was a little pool hall where youth were allowed in, not just allowed in, encouraged in. It was over the road from the police station, so the police used to be in there occasionally, getting to know young kids coming through and who they were, what they were interested in. The Adventure Playground, the Gap, the Venny. We had stuff to do. People still get up to no good, but it doesn't seem to have been as bad as this nowadays. There's nothing. Just seeing my daughter, what did they do? I mean, alright, fair enough, they were lucky where they could sit at home all day filming TikToks. Not the same now, is it? We have to invest in our youth. They are our future. Treat them well and let them lead the way. Don't need that earworm, do we? But yeah, you have to invest in everything. If you don't, it crumbles, it falls apart. Whether that's the health service being underfunded, or kids, they're the next generation, and we need to be careful from my generation anyway. The decisions we make impact on them. And who are they? What are they going to be in the future? They will end up working in the nursing homes that we go into. And if you ruin their future, what do they do to yours? Aye. Spitting in your apple crumble. You watch it, you mark my words. Is that what you want? That's what let them. Right, deep breath. I miss all that. Don't really miss me childhood or my youth too often, but occasionally I'll think back and think I was really lucky. That's what happens when I watch Bread, and I hate Bread, the TV show. I don't. I hate it and I like it at the same time. I love watching it because it reminds me of growing up in Liverpool. There's loads of outdoor shots. There's loads of shots around Liverpool. In fact, Garston Adventure Playground was in one episode. So it's fantastic. It reminds me, just looking back, I remember walking those streets and what it was like. And also, Carla Lane was a brilliant writer. Just a shame it was so caricatured and lowest common denominator when it comes to Liverpool. Anyway, yeah. But stuff like that, it does take me back and it pisses me off. We had all kinds of stuff available to us. Was it my generation? Probably is, isn't it? Sort of my generation and my mum and dad's generation. Because I'm the same age as politicians. The ones who are making the decisions now and have been for the last 10 years or so. And it's our generation that's decided to pull the rug out from underneath everyone else. I could have gone to university free of charge. Not just free of charge, I could have got a grant. Decided not to, decided to work instead. There was universal health care, dental care. We had everything. And we decided to charge the next generations to go to uni, leave uni with tens of thousands of pounds worth of debt. What kind of start in life is that? We privatised everything. Made it more difficult. All for a few quid in the back pocket. It's horrible. You need to look after each successive generation, because if you don't, at some point it just completely crumbles. None of us want that. None of us. Anyway. Old man yells it. Plenty of clouds. It looks like the Simpsons out there now. I'll show you when I get out.